Welcome back. For most people, excuse me, I almost coughed there. For most people, big vacation plans are on hold amid the pandemic, but more people are hitting the road for family road trips, and that includes our own resident foodie, the co-host of the Weekly Dish, our good friend, Stephanie Hansen. She joins us live via Zoom this morning to talk about cooking on the road again. Hey, Hansen.
Hey, here I am in Custer, South Dakota. Can you see the big buffalo?
Oh, yeah, move a little bit. Oh, that is a buffalo. Look at that, Hansen.
A big buffalo. I'm standing outside the Chamber of Commerce office.
Do they know you're there, Stephanie? They're not going to call the law on you, are they?
Probably, because I got my big van right there, and they probably think I'm living in it because I got van life.
Now, Steph, this is the new van, right? Not to be confused with the Wonder Bread van that people saw weeks ago.
That's right, because the Wonder Bread van on our second trip crapped out in Fruita, Colorado. So we had to make the decision to abandon that van, and we traded it for this one with an 84-year-old, very lovely man and a little bit of cash. But yeah, we've got the new van now.
Okay.
We traded.
Can we go inside the van? Would you mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, I want to show it to you. It's so cute. And I mean, van life is a thing, you guys, especially during the pandemic. We're out here with every other retiree in America. Look at the cute little tiles. Okay, wait, sorry. The tiles that we had made. Can you see those?
Oh, you had those made?
We did, from pictures from our last van trip when we were in Aspen, Colorado.
You're so fancy.
So, okay, friends, this is the van. I don't know what you can see. I'm trying to, there's the bathroom.
Is that, wait. That's
that's
the bathroom and your shower right there?
Yes, and it's like a little cubby hole.
Look at that.
You can see.
Oh,
it's very fancy.
Yeah.
You can take a full shower, go to full bathroom.
Yeah.
This is our little living area. This is the refrigerator. We even have a microwave.
Oh my.
The bed is back here. Yeah, it's fancy.
We don't have to show the bed, Steph. It's fine. We can. Is there an air fryer in there, Steph?
No, I don't have my Instant Pot or my slow cooker, but many people do bring them in their vans because there's lots of outlets. You can use them all. But cooking in a van, you kind of got to get serious about how you're going to do it and what you're going to bring along. Here's our knives.
Oh my.
Here's our measuring cups, our spices.
Well,
There's lots of storage up here.
What have you learned? Now you're gonna be specifically cooking in the next segment, but just generally speaking, in small spaces like that, because like you said, a lot of people are doing it. What have you learned? What are some good tips on cooking in small spaces?
Less is more. So you only want to have like the things you really think you're going to need. So up here, I've got a skillet, I've got a couple of pans, I've got my coffee maker. But I only bring a couple of things on the road. Also, you want to have lots of spices because the food can all start to taste the same. So, I don't make like hot dogs.
Yeah, I know.
So these are all my spices.
Oh my goodness.
Just in case I'm going to cook a meal. So curries, and I've got some chimichurris. I've got all kinds of like sauces and pestos and quick spices to make, basically any grilled meat taste good.
Okay, so a general night, like let's say, and first of all, where are you going? Where is this road trip heading?
New Mexico.
Okay.
All right, we have a friend that has a place in Santa Fe that needs some help, so we're on our way.
Okay, so let's say, I don't know, you're going through Arizona, you and Kurt pull off the side of the road, and like tonight, what are you going to make? Give me an example. If you're not cooking weenies, what are you making tonight?
Okay, my husband is obsessed with meat. So we literally have like 4 ribeyes in the freezer because he wants meat every day. Yesterday, we had spaghetti and meatballs. The day before that, we had lasagna. And we've got curry, we've got chicken, we've got sausages. I've got all the pickled stuff I made this summer. I've got like my pickles, my sauerkraut. This is kind of what is a look at our refrigerator in terms of what we're going to be cooking while we're here. And again, tons of condiments, and,
that is
drink
not
stuff. Let's just be
because like this is aspirational for folks. Most people, when they're hitting the road, we're stopping at Stuckey's and getting a pecan roll and some chicken fried steak. You are making homemade lasagna.
Well, and I think, okay, I brought the lasagna with me, to be fair, but I think during COVID, for us, we're trying to not interact with anybody in South Dakota. I don't know if you've noticed, but apparently they're having some COVID problems. So we are just sticking to ourselves. We go into a grocery store with our masks on and we buy what we need, but we don't interact with anybody. We cook either in the van or we cook outside. We have a cooktop too that we bring along because sometimes you don't want to cook in the van. If it's nice out, it gets too hot.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. We got to go. We're going to have more with you on the side, but we'll have to admit, Steph, when you opened up that closet, I really thought your husband was going to be in that closet. I really thought that's what you put Kurt during, yeah.
He's hiding outside because he didn't want to be on camera.
It's fine. Like I said, Stephanie's sticking around after the break. What to do with leftover green tomatoes. Tomatoes are huge. Everybody's talking about them. You'll find out when life in the van continues with Stephanie Hansen. Love those stripes. Welcome back. We're chatting with our foodie queen, Stephanie Hansen, who is on the road in her brand new van. Right now, she's joining us from South Dakota on her way to New Mexico. Okay, now, Steph, I hear, and first of all, I'm seeing tomatoes everywhere on Instagram. What are we making specifically with yours, or what kind of tomatoes are we making right now?
Okay, so when I was on last time, we made the tomato and butter sauce.
Yeah.
Notice I have a huge quart of it here that we brought with us.
Of course you do.
That recipe, I've had so many people from your show text me and like, oh, I did it. It was so easy. It's just onions, red tomatoes. You stew them all together. Then you add a stick of butter and then you blend it all up so that it's smooth. And it's just a really fantastic sauce. We used it for lasagna. We used it for the meatballs. It's really easy.
Perfect. So what are we doing today? I hear these are green tomatoes that their growth was stopped for some reason.
Okay, so I'm in Ely, Minnesota is where my garden is. So they've already had frost up there 3 times. So our season is really short. And I get so sad because I have all these tomatoes that are green and they never get red. So I make green tomato salsa. And basically what this is, it's super easy. I have a recipe that we'll share with you. But on a sheet pan, you just cut the tomatoes in half and turn them upside down. So those little butts are in the air and the flat parts on the pan. You add some onions, some garlic, some jalapeno peppers that you also put on this pan, and you just broil it at broil 500, 450, whatever your broiler is, for about 10 minutes till it gets blistered on the top. Then you scoop all that action and you put it into a blender and you blend it up and you get this delicious salsa that can be used for chips. When we're camping, we'll put it on chicken, we'll put it on rice, anything, again, when you're camping to give something a little bit of flavor, because you usually just have a protein and maybe a vegetable and a starch. You don't have a lot of flavoring.
Okay, I will admit, that is super easy, Hansen. That's super easy.
I will tell you, too, I barely buy salsa ever. Sorry, Salsa Lisa, because if I do buy it, I buy hers. But honestly, it's real easy, and it gets rid of all the green tomatoes so you don't have to feel sad.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if you don't want to can it, if you're scared of the whole canning thing, just put it in the freezer. No biggie.
Yeah, it freezes beautifully, as they say in Steel Magnolias?
Yes.
Freezes beautifully.
Yes, it freezes beautifully, Jason.
Perfect. Suzanne Summers, before we go, now we have some pictures of your vacation.
I hate you.
We're looking at you in front of a rock formation. Where is this at, Hansen?
This is at the Badlands. The Badlands are just like these prehistoric mountains of rocks. And all of a sudden we're walking and there's this beautiful little field of sunflowers that they have to work so hard to grow in that environment where it's just rocks, right? So I got down and sat in them and took one of my Instagram pictures. Yeah. And then what happened, Jace?
Oh, well, if Director Steve stay on this photo, what she's referring to is, I want to let all of you in on a little joke. So take a good look at this picture, and then what I want everyone to do is Google Suzanne Summers' birthday suit. Because in celebration of Suzanne Summers, because I looked at this picture and I went, why does this look familiar? And it looked familiar because it reminded me of Suzanne Summers. She sat naked in some weeds like you did. Well, you were fully clothed. We laughed. I sent it to Steph and our best. We laughed because the similarities, Hanson, are there. I will tell you.
Except, hopefully, my face isn't so physically altered with fillers and whatever else she's got going on. Poor Suzanne, beautiful woman.
You are naturally
ladies,
beautiful.
And sometimes when we age, a little Botox is fine, but let's be careful with the fillers. You can get a little too much.
The more you know, shooting star. Okay, so you're leaving. You're in South Dakota, and we got to go. But where are you heading today?
Okay, Colorado will be our next destination, and we'll be going to Telluride, Durango, and then off to the Southwest, Santa Fe.
I'm excited. We love ya.
Yeah, me too.
Travel safe. Tell Kurt thanks. Stephanie Hanson,
okay,
everybody.
Bye, Lobster.
Bye. The recipe for Stephanie's green tomato salsa is on her website, stephaniesdish.com. And don't miss her on the Weekly Dish, Saturdays from 9 to 11 on My Talk 107.1. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. I love the stuff.